Senator Amy Klobuchar's running mate in the Minnesota gubernatorial race stopped by the Maverick Innovation Gateway to meet with the mayors of Mankato and North Mankato and local business leaders about their hopes for future economic development. Ben Schierer's visit is part of a larger tour that the campaign is holding throughout greater Minnesota. Schierer said, like many other places in the state, the greater Mankato area has a growing need for more housing and affordable child care opportunities. He says by establishing connections with the local community, he hopes the senator will be able to better coordinate with them to tackle those issues should they win the election.
Former mayor of Fergus Falls, small business owner, and as a mayor I understand just how important it is to build those relationships between local leaders and state government, making sure that from the state we're making programs that work in communities, right? It's not a one-size-fits-all.
Schierer says another issue for the campaign is promoting workforce development across greater Minnesota, such as plans to add 10,000 new apprenticeship and skills opportunities so that new professionals can be trained locally and stay to take part in local industry.